Hello, my name is Paulise and welcome to Drawing Differences. Today we're going to be exploring skin and how to make a wide range of skin colors. Why? Because we see color. For links to other Drawing Differences resources and videos, go to the description below. First, we're going to talk about skin color crayons. When I was little, there was just one color crayon that was considered to be skin color, but it didn't match my skin or even anyone that I knew. When I look around, I see that we're all beautiful shades of brown. Yes, even you. The truth is that there are many, many more skin colors than there are crayon colors. So there can't just be one or even a few different colors that represent all skin colors. Not even close. In fact, today we're going to learn how we can use brown and just 5 other colors to make a wide range of human skin colors. Let's learn more. Before we create our skin colors, let's take the time to think about a few important questions. The first is, what is skin color? The color of your skin is determined mostly by the amount of melanin it contains. Melanin is the tiny grains of coloring in our skin. The darker your skin is, the more melanin it contains. Why do some people have more melanin than others? The amount of melanin in your skin is based on where your ancestors lived many generations ago. If they lived in a place where there was a lot of sunshine, they likely had a lot of melanin in their skin because melanin protects our skin from sunburns. If your ancestors came from colder places with less sun, they likely had less melanin and lighter skin. Another factor that influences our skin color is the sun. You might notice that if you spend a lot of time outside in the sun, your skin will get darker or even a little pink. This can be a lot to understand. I recommend reading the story All the Colors We Are, Todos los Colores de Nuestra Piel by Katie Kissinger. This way, you can begin to learn more about how we get our skin color. Now, let's look closely at our own skin color. I would describe my skin color like a medium brown with a little bit of golden yellow and some olive green. How would you describe your skin color? Beautiful. Now, let's take a moment to look at different skin colors around us. These are my 2 art teacher friends, Khadijah and Libya, who you'll meet in the next videos. I would describe Khadijah's skin as a deep brown with a hint of raw sienna, a little bit of lilac mixed with some amber hues. Notice how these different colors blend together to create her unique skin color. I would describe Libya's skin color as a golden brown mixed with a rich raw umber, a blend of permanent rose, and a touch of Naples yellow. We can see how these colors come together to match Libya's skin color. When we see both of their skin colors side by side, we can notice how they are both similar and different. Now it's your turn. Look at the skin colors of 2 or 3 people around you. If you don't have anyone around you right now, think of 2 or 3 people in your life. How would you describe their skin color? How does your skin color compare to theirs? What similarities and differences do you notice? If you look closely, you'll see that they're not exactly the same. One might be a little darker or have a little bit more yellow or reddish tints to it. You can pause the video here while you discuss. As I mentioned earlier, there are too many skin colors to make a crayon for each one. To illustrate this point, let's take a look at the work of artist Angelica Das. She's documented many, many different skin colors in her art. Angelica Das is a Brazilian artist who lives in Spain. Her ancestors were African, European, and indigenous. Her family has a wide range of skin colors and racial identities, and she's always been interested in those differences. She created something called the Humane Project, which is a collection of over 4,500 different people's portraits from around the world. Each portrait is unique, and together they represent a wide range of skin colors. She demonstrates how skin color and race are related but not the same thing. So, what's the difference between race and skin color? When we say that someone is black, we don't mean that their skin is black. And when we say a person is white, we don't mean that their skin is white, because no one has white or black skin. We're all shades of brown. many, many different shades of brown. Race is a made up social category based on skin color, facial features, hair texture, and ancestry. But the categories don't make a lot of sense. For example, when it comes to skin color, people can be in different racial categories and have the same skin color. And people can have different skin colors but have the same racial identity. That's why you can never assume someone's racial identity. If you want to know someone's racial identity, it's best to ask. You can learn more about Angelica Das's Human Eye Project by reading her new book, The Colors We Share. You can also check out resources in the links to learn more about race and skin color. So, how do you think artists create different skin colors? They mix different colors, of course. Today I'm going to show you how you can use just 6 colors to create many more human skin colors. Let's start with 6 crayons. You'll need brown, yellow, orange, red, violet, and a black crayon. Since we're all shades of brown, we're going to begin with a brown crayon. We're going to start with just these 6 colors, but if you have any other colors, you can use them later as well. Since we're all beautiful shades of brown, we're going to begin by using a brown crayon. In the top middle square, use medium pressure to fill in the space. Pressure is how hard or soft you press down. The softer you press down, the lighter the value, and the harder you press down, the darker the value. Value is how dark or light a color is. Next, in the top left square, softly add brown to the space. Notice how much lighter the brown appears in value. Then, in the top right square, press down really hard. Notice how much darker the brown appears in value. Now let's start to mix the colors together. Follow the same steps you did previously with your brown crayon. You may want to start by pressing down softly to get the lighter brown, pressing down a little more firmly to get a medium value brown, and finally pressing down really hard to get a nice dark brown. Once you do that, you'll repeat the same steps, but this time adding the color yellow on top. Notice how the yellow and brown blend together to create different skin colors. We can now do the same with the other colors. Begin with brown and then add orange, red, violet, and black on top. Notice how we're able to create 18 different skin colors with just 6 color crayons. If you have colored pencils, you can do the same activity with brown, yellow, orange, red, violet, and black colored pencils. Remember to use less pressure and to press down softly to get lighter values, and to use more pressure and press down harder to get darker values. Look at all of these beautiful skin colors. We can even try this activity with watercolor paint. Instead of using pressure to make a color lighter or darker, we can use water. The more water we use, the lighter the color will be. The less water we use, the darker the color will be. We can also wipe away some of the paint with a clean brush to make it a little bit lighter in value, or paint a second or third coat to make it darker in value. It's amazing how much we can do with just 6 colors. I wonder just how many different skin colors we can create. For this additional challenge, we can blend together more than just 2 colors. Let's see what happens when we mix together 3 different colors. We can also experiment with using a different amount of pressure for each color. We can press down hard to get a darker brown, and then use less pressure to add a light value of orange and violet on top. Let's see what happens when we blend 4 or even 5 different colors together. How many different skin colors do you think that you can create? Depending on what materials you have available, you can use crayons, colored pencils, or watercolor paint to experiment. Well, I can't wait to see all of the many different skin colors you were able to create. For links to the sheets, guides, and other drawing differences resources mentioned in this video, go to the description below. In the next video, we'll learn to observe and draw many human features, such as different eyes, noses, mouths, face shapes, and hair. We'll observe and reflect on and draw the unique individuals we see all around us. Don't forget to like this video so that your friends can find it. Until next time, adios!